Good afternoon and welcome back to the Grimaldo Group, where we love helping families create wealth through home ownership. And today I'm here with Juan. How are you, Juan?
Terrific, you?
I'm doing awesome. I'm thinking about something. I think that gas prices are dropping.
What?
I don't know. That's what I've been hearing.
Right? So they were at $6 and they came down to $6. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, well, aren't they down to like 4 something?
Right? So, but wait a minute. If you think about it, a couple years ago, maybe a year ago, was it $2 something, $3, close to $3?
It was.
So we went up to 6.
Right? And then now it feels good when it goes down to 4, 4, 5.
Isn't that an amazing way to market things, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So the reason we bring this up is I think the prices of the gas are lower, right?
Yes.
From what they were recently. But they kind of bamboozled us into thinking that because they went from 2 to 4 to 6. And guess what, guys? Congratulations. The gas prices are down. We're selling them to you for $4 now. So I wanted to bring this up because I think in the real estate market, something like that is happening, right?
Yes.
So I'm not saying that somebody bamboozled us into the price going up. It's just supply and demand. So for the last few years, the property values have come up. Since 2011, when the market bottomed, they started continually rising, and then in the last 2 years, boom, they went really crazy up.
Now, in the last 2 years, there have been some areas that have experienced 40 to 50% price increases, have they not?
That's crazy, yeah.
So if you see an area that has had price reductions in 5%, okay, that's what some people have been mentioning. If you get a 5% price reduction because of the interest rates having increased, even though they've also gone down like gas prices, is that really a big bad thing when you've had and experienced 40 to 50% within the last 2 years price increase and you get a 5% decrease? So now in essence, what's saying is in the last 2 years, instead of 50% price increase, you had 45%, right?
Yep. And another thing to consider, guys, just keep in mind that every increase in value, if you were to purchase a home, you keep that gain. You don't realize that gain until you sell it, correct? So it is there and it feels good. But every single month you make a rent payment, does that come back to you in any way? Right? So keep that in mind because people are saying, I'm waiting for the market to go down. It did, right? So this is maybe a good window of opportunity for you to jump in, grab a property at a good price, ask for concessions, maybe a little reduction, and guess what? You're going to pay less for that house at this moment. And the rates in the last couple of weeks, they dropped a little bit. So it's a good opportunity to get in. Now, this is very predictable. Most people don't know it, don't understand it because they don't live the market like we do, and we study it. Not only do we live it, do we work on it, we're in the trenches, but we also study it. And there's a beautiful book called The Shift, which I read a few times, more than 2, 3. And we are going through it, and it's just like we're watching one of those crystal balls that are telling us the future, and we're actually in that future right now, and we can see and predict what's going to happen, right? So what I would suggest if you're on the fence trying to buy a home at the right time, this is it. This is a little window. I've been calling it the window of opportunity because the property values are dropping a little bit. You can negotiate, get that discount, and just get into a home, right? Do you think rent prices are up or down?
I think they're up.
Okay. Do you think they're going to continue to go up or down?
There's a good chance that they will.
Why do you think that is?
Well, there's still a demand for people to find a place to live. You're either going to buy or you're going to rent. And just the population growth here in Maricopa County continues to rise. And there's still big companies that have not opened up their doors.
Yep.
We're talking about one in particular, $35 billion, if not more, of investment with the semiconductor company that's not too far from here. This is in the west side of Phoenix alone. Then when you talk about the east side, there's more high-tech companies like Lucid and Tesla, etc.
Water parks, all kinds of businesses opening up.
And Phoenix is now considered a high-tech region.
Yep.
It began in 2016 with work from the government, the state of Arizona, creating the infrastructure and the incentives for these companies to set their eyes in Arizona. And this is a big, big thing for this region. So therefore, more people are arriving. with good paying jobs.
Yep, that's another thing, because people here are saying, well, who's going to be able to afford it? Well, just keep in mind California. California is super populated. A lot of people are leaving and they're coming here. And they're seeing that with the rent prices that they were paying for an apartment over there for, 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom, 1 bath for $2,200, they can get a home here. So that's a huge game changer for them and for us, because now we have a huge influx of people with, deeper pockets that are used to high prices, higher than what we're used to. I mean, I've been selling homes since 2007 before the market crashed, and then when it crashed, 2011's properties were, 30, 40,000. Now they're in the $400,000 or $500,000 range. And then the rents were $500-600. Now the cheapest home is probably $2,000.
Yeah.
So it's a big game changer. So most people that are still living in denial, they need to wake up, because if they don't, camarón que se duerme, amanece cóctel. How do you say that in English?
A trick that falls asleep becomes a cocktail thing.
Basically, don't miss out an opportunity.
But New York City, I like talking to people from New York City. I was born in Jersey. I still have friends out there and family. In New York City, an apartment, a little hole, probably about 700 square feet. If you want to live in Manhattan, somewhere sufficiently okay, right? You're still going to get mice and rats and so on. That's just part of New York City. Yep. But you get to have that, the roaches and the mice, the potential to have them in this 700 square foot apartment, okay, for about $4,000 to $5,000 a month.
Yep.
So when you get an individual who sees an opportunity that I can work from home and I can find a place in Phoenix, which provides a lot of entertaining, a lot of things to do, and I can get a home. Wow, I'm moving. My company's going to allow me
for half the price.
Right? They're going to be able to buy. So if they were paying $4,000 to $5,000 a month for this little 700 square foot place for them and the mice and the rats and the roaches, right? Now they can live over here. If they really wanted to, they can get a place for $4,000, $5,000. Really
beautiful
nice
place
with a great pool and all kinds of amenities.
4 or 5 times the size.
And that's what's happening.
Yep.
So I like talking to them. And then they start scratching their heads and they says, well, Angel, show me the way. And maybe that's why my mother named me Angel, because I'm a guiding light of sorts.
There you go. Yeah. So I think this is a great window of opportunity, guys. Again, gas prices, are they low? Yeah, they're lower than what they used to be a few months ago. But are they lower? Well, that's what's happening to the homes. The home prices are going to continue to rise. And on average, you have 3 to 5% of appreciation every single year on value. We had, like Angel said, some areas 40 to 50% appreciation in the last 2 years, which honestly, this little bump on the road is actually perfect for you guys that are on the fence thinking about buying. So I wouldn't wait. I would take advantage of it and make the best out of it.
And since we're talking about rents, if you study the graphs, comparing it to San Francisco, LA, and even New York, Phoenix has experienced a rent increase above and beyond these other metro cities.
Where some of them are closer to those price points. I mean, we're not in the 4,000 range, but a regular single 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, it's $2,000 at least.
But from where they were, they've increased some in 80%, if not more, in comparison to San Francisco, that maybe had a 40% price increase. Okay, in rent. This is rent. So this is an indicator. These are indicators. Why is this happening in Phoenix? Well, it's happening in Austin as well.
Yep, very desirable.
So what's taking place in these locations? Well, jobs, companies, the state is providing incentives and the infrastructure. Again, I love talking about the infrastructure in Arizona, especially Phoenix.
It's amazing.
Beautiful highways, state-of-the-art highways, brand new. And what's very nice about them? No tolls.
Yep.
You get on these beautiful highways and you're going left and right and you're not paying a toll. There's no toll roads. And that's beautiful. So all these companies with their trucks and stuff, and they're moving cargo and their commodities, they don't have to pay a toll road. So,
and they're actually, the government has done an amazing job. Grant Cardone, which I follow, and others, where do they invest? Alex Rodriguez, red states. This is a beautiful state where people love to come here because it's very business friendly. Businesses come here, they bring people, those people need homes, those homes need maintenance, those maintenance people need homes, and it's just a
growth.
Exactly.
Continuous growth. and well planned out.
Exactly.
If you look at how everything's being developed, it's very thought out, not just being thrown out there.
And I was going to go back to that when with the government, as they've actually been very way ahead of their time. And some of these highways, like for example, the 202 was planned 20 years ago,
Yes.
right? They actually knocked some houses down. I don't know why they built them, but that was already planned out. There's another highway going from Nogales to Vegas. There's many things that are happening still that have already been forecasted years in advance. This is a very attractive city for not only the businesses, but people. A lot of retirees. We still get that huge influx of retirees. Super Bowl's coming in February. So this is a beautiful place to live.
Beautiful weather too, contrary to popular belief.
Yeah, it's the desert, right?
It's a desert, but it's a beautiful desert.
Yep.
I mean, it's like 9 months of this tremendous weather.
Beautiful weather.
And then, of course, there are those months in the dead of the summer where you're going to spend more time in the AC and in the pool.
Yep.
And maybe take a vacation elsewhere if you can. That's the summer months. That's when people mostly vacation. So great place to be a part of, that live here. And if you want more information, please call us. We'd love to help.
Definitely. And you lived you're from New Jersey, right?
I was born in Jersey. I lived in Jersey. I also lived in Virginia. I lived in Georgia. I lived in South Carolina. I lived in Puerto Rico. And I also lived in sunny San Diego for quite some time. And then I've been out and about throughout the different parts of the world. So I can sincerely say I chose to retire and make Phoenix my home.
I didn't even retire. You're working right now.
Well, I'm retired from law enforcement, but I reinvented myself and I love what I do.
That's awesome. Yeah, but where I was going with that is you don't have to shove snow for 6 months out of the year.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through tornadoes. They live in Nebraska. Hurricanes, earthquakes.
And high humidity in the summer. It's like Puerto Rico, 80 degrees and 100% humidity. You could be standing under the shade and you're really going to be miserable.
Yeah. Here it's 100 degrees. It's under the shade. It's actually comfortable.
Yes.
Believe it or not.
7% humidity, 10% humidity, that.
Yeah.
Anyways, give us a call. You want more information about Phoenix or Arizona in general, we'd be more than happy to help. But we go beyond Phoenix in Arizona.
Yep.
We've helped many customers or clients, should I say, in different parts of the United States.
We're nationwide, basically. We have contacts throughout the whole country, and we just got a first listing out in Mexico. So if you know anybody that's either buying, selling, investing in real estate anywhere here or abroad, give us a call, and we'll make that connection.
Thank you, and have a wonderful afternoon.
Take care.
God bless.